What is up, everyone? I've literally got a crazy pickup to go through. I recorded some of this back in December when I first made the initial pickup. I've been pretty quiet for a few months. Actually, I've been super quiet. I've not recorded anything. I've been meaning to make this video ever since December, since the last MCM and London Gaming Market video that I put out. Had a super score. I've literally spent the last few months thinking of where I'm going to put the stuff, trying to get around to tidying up, and work as always is super busy. But this score is insane. So I always see in other videos of actual popular YouTubers posting around making sure that you talk to people about your hobby, about what you do, that you're a collector, and always talk to them about it. So I had a lead on this score. Majority of this pickup video is a score from a lead from a friend of mine who I used to go drinking with, who I went to school with, who popped up on my Instagram one day and said, "Yo, are you still collecting games? I've got this client at work who is moving house and he's got all of this stuff that he wants to either take to the charity shop or take to the dump." So he sent me a list of all of these bits, loads and loads of stuff on there. So I lowballed because obviously I didn't want to pay loads of money, and I said 150 for the whole lot, and I'll drive to pick it up. So the drive was to Norwich. From where I live, that's about 300 all round miles, 3 hours there, 3 hours back. It's quite a drive. And he was like, as long as you can come get it, 150 is fine. And on the list, it didn't mention about anything being boxed. It just said consoles. So N64, Super Nintendo, Atari 2600, Atari Amiga, Commodore 64, Dreamcast. So I knew already straight off the bat 150 was pretty worth it, to be fair, just from what was there. And he mentioned that there was a handful of games with it. But what I actually picked up when I got there was boxes and boxes and boxes. I'm not going to go through all of the stuff. I'm going to go through some of the important stuff. So I'm going to leave the Commodore, Atari, the keyboard and the cassette stuff out of this video, but it is there, I promise you. And I'm going to just go through some highlights. And on top of that, around that time, December, obviously there's Christmas and my birthday, and I picked up some other bits. And then anything from January onwards, I will do in another video. Because now we're in boot sale season, weekends are really busy at the minute with everything else. I genuinely don't have time to go out or even sell to put money back in the fund. I've got sitting on stacks and stacks of games to get rid of, which I might post online in some of the Facebook groups and whatnot. So anyway, let's just go straight through this. I'm going to go through the birthday stuff first, and then I will get on to the craziest score that I've ever had, which I say £150. I actually ended up getting everything here for free. So let's just get straight into it. So straight off the bat, I've got some bits that I picked up around about my birthday, either from money that I'd got or from stuff that people had given me. And right, firstly, for the Xbox One, I got Far Cry 6. What I was playing for quite a while, actually, to be fair. I can't actually remember why I stopped playing. Probably because I've not played anything in a few weeks, more than a few weeks. From my friends, because it was my 30th, they all chip in and we all get each other loads of bits. And part of my present, including loads of beer and all sorts of other bits, was Call of Duty Vanguard from the boys. A present over Christmas as part of a Secret Santa. I got the Bioshock the collection, which I did start playing for a little while. I need to go back to again because I loved the Bioshock games. Again, over that period, something that I didn't buy, which was a gift to me, was Grand Theft Auto the trilogy. I think it was my sister that actually got me this over Christmas, which was good of her. Now I've got for PS4, which is I've not actually opened yet, still sealed, is Chernobyl. Is that, I don't even know how to spell it, Chernobyl. And this was because I did end up getting a trip booked to Pripyat, which unfortunately, due to the issues in the Ukraine at the moment, was cancelled. But let's go straight into the collection. Some bits that I did just buy in game. I think it was like 3 for 2 or something. And I do have the Elder Scrolls Online on PlayStation, but I wanted it on Xbox One as well. And then the 3 for 2 I picked up was Immortals Phoenix Rising, Saints Row Get Out of Hell, and the re-elected version, and then Outward Day 1 edition, which I'd never seen before, but it was on 3 for 2 in game in Sutton, so I picked that up to add to the collection. Last game out of those I picked up for £1 in the charity shop was Deadpool on Xbox 360. I've not actually got this. I've been waiting for it to pop up somewhere cheap enough to buy, because in like Computer Exchange and other places it still sits and holds its value up to over a tenner, I think. So £1 I got that for, which is really good. Got that at one of the RSPCA charity shops. And last but not least, there are some in here, but I did order some. So over Christmas I did get the Evercade VS or Versus, however it's pronounced. So I got this over Christmas, and then from some bits I had from Amazon, I picked up Namco Museum Collection 2 for the Evercade to go with that. So there's some packs already in there, but I'm now going to be looking to build my my Evercade collection. Now, from the Ultimate Score, I have picked up so much stuff. So one of the boxes, like I said, there was an Atari 2600, Atari Amiga. There's loads of floppies, which I'm not going to go through. And a lot of this stuff is the first time I've actually been able to go through it properly. But there's a nice little ice cream tub that come in one of the storage boxes. I'll post in a second just what those storage boxes look like over my bed. But these Atari 2600 games, let's just breeze through everything just because there's so much to go through. So I've got Bowling, Cyrus Atari, or Cyrus Circus Atari. I completely misread that. What a dumbass. Championship Soccer, and a lot of these I don't have. My 2600 collection is really small. Combat, Frogger, which I don't think I have for 2600. Breakout, Space Invaders, which I do have a few copies of, and Skydiver. So they are all of the Atari 2600 games that I've got, which come in like a ice cream box. So the guy did put stuff in so many boxes. There's like 2 cake mix boxes back there, which has got like the joysticks, the mouse, the keyboards, the systems. There's a Dreamcast keyboard in there, but all of that stuff and the controllers I'm just not going to bother going through. So off of one of the top boxes, which I did see, there's what was one of the first handhelds, which is a Game Boy Advance SP, the silver one. Literally no scratches, super clean. Everything this guy had was super clean. Obviously very well looked after. And he was only getting rid of it because he was moving in with his partner, his most recent girlfriend, and he had all this stuff sitting in the loft, and he just wanted it to go to a good home. The next handheld on there, I saw the games first when I was going through the boxes, and I was hoping the system would be there. So I've got Road Blasters and Clacks, both boxed here for the Atari Lynx, and the Lynx itself was actually sat in one of those boxes. So I've been keeping an eye out for an Atari Lynx for some time now, and I just picked this up as part of that bundle without having to pay a penny. Just having the system in there alone for free made the journey completely worth it. So, like I said, been keeping an eye out for one of these for so long, and now to have one without having to pay a penny for it, going straight into the collection, is super sick. So the 2 games with it and the console had me super excited when I started going through that. The next game, sorry, I did get one boxed Atari game, which is the Empire Strikes Back, which I do already have, but I don't have it in this box. So that will be going in the collection, and I'll flog the old one that I have. So like I said, systems-wise, there was a Dreamcast. It's here somewhere. So I've got a Dreamcast, Super Nintendo. The N64 came boxed, which is super neat. Bear some wear and tear on some of the corners, like here, but other than that, it is in pretty good shape as far as boxed consoles from the 90s go. And again, I did not pay a penny for this. I didn't have a boxed N64, so this is going straight in the collection. The old one that I do use will of course now be sold on, which will make up more space in the game room and more money in the game fund. Aside from that, Lilac Wars, I don't know how to pronounce it, including a Rumble pack. This is also boxed, super clean for the N64. It's got an old label on it from when the guy must have bought it, which is £7. Imagine in today's market this being £7 in a shop, or in a retro game shop. It's probably just unheard of. So again, this is super clean. The edges, the box is pretty good shape, which this will probably be a display piece, because but I don't know where I'm gonna bloody display it, to be honest. So the GameCube is actually a Japanese import, which has the little switch on the back for region switching. I don't have one. Obviously, I've got a purple one, but I don't have one of these. I did check in the box, and I think there are some Japanese games. I'm hoping there's Japanese GameCube games in there, because that'd be pretty sweet. They're always available at the London gaming market, so I passed up on loads of Jap stuff back in November. But now the next one I won't pass up, because I've got the console to play them on, which is super decent. So again, purple GameCube. I've already got one, but that's the Japanese version, so I can play those imports. Now, just going through some of the games in the box, there's a lot to go through. So going through some of the games that are in these boxes, there's a lot to go through. But off the bat, on the top of this one, there is a grape-coloured Game Boy Color, which I do already own. So this one will probably be sold, or I'll try and backlight it and then sell it. And this kind of like a glacier white Game Boy Advance, which I do not have, super clean for white. I don't know if you can see if it will focus on there or not, but this is super clean. I do not have one of these. This is going straight into the collection. And again, just remember that I did not pay a single penny for any of this, because the guy messaged me after in the week and was like, I was like, yo, send me your bank details. He was like, can you test it all first? Oh no, sorry, he didn't want me to pay cash on the day, because he wanted me to test it. And I had no intention of testing all of the old Atari stuff and whatnot. I just wanted to get it. So I said, I will just transfer you the money, like, no worries. And he said, it's going to a good home. I don't want to take any money. And he wouldn't give me his bank details. So all of this, everything I just got for free, which still blows my mind. He was such a nice guy. So I've got the box for the Game Boy Advance as well. So that comes with the box, and it is actually Japanese. Wide color screen, 32-bit, and it's got the Japanese stickers on it. So maybe this is a Japanese white Game Boy Advance. I'll put that straight back in the box, and that will be a display piece with the handheld. Just on to some Sega Dreamcast games. So Sega Rally Championship, Sonic Adventure, which I have a few copies of, Metropolis Street Racer, F355 Challenge, Tekken 2 for the PS2, that's not a Dreamcast game, and Choo Choo Rocket. Got a few copies of that, and an absolute fave, Crazy Taxi for the Dreamcast. I'm literally just trying to go in no particular order. I'm literally just pulling whatever I can out. Right, so I've got in a bag here with the manual Super Mario All-Stars for the Super Nintendo. No box, unfortunately. So on to the next little stack of games. I have got some boxed Game Boy Advance games here, and they are Japanese. I'm guessing one is Mario Kart. I'm not too sure what the other one is. But these are two boxed Game Boy Advance Japanese games. So now I've got Japanese GameCube and Japanese Game Boy Advance. So the next London gaming market, I am going to have a field day with picking up Jap stuff, and I'm going to try and get it super cheap, but we will see. So the next bunch of bits here, I have some Super Nintendo games and a Game Boy Color game boxed. So I've got Super Star Wars on the Super Nintendo, which I do not have, and Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, again boxed for the Super Nintendo. Love that. And I've got Super Mario Bros. Deluxe boxed for the Game Boy Color in great condition. I don't know if you can see that. It's very good condition. So I'm gonna get some box protectors for those. I've got some left over, so the Super Nintendo ones might fit, but I do need to get some for my box Game Boy stuff. So as you can see now, this point it's getting super crazy. I have a stack here of N64 Super Nintendo box games, and a stack of Game Boy Color games, all boxed, all in great condition, no real wear and tear, on any of the boxes. So I'm going to just go through this. Everyone on their Game Boy had Tetris. Again, look at the cleanness on this box. I'm sure I've got a box Tetris somewhere, not as clean as this. So I'm going to try and take as much care as I can with these. So this gets boxed Game Boy Advance games in here as well. Metroid Fusion, Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2 for the Game Boy Advance. Pokemon Silver version, boxed, great condition. You can see that. Look how good condition that is. V-Rally for the Game Boy Color. Mario Golf for the Game Boy Color. Mario Tennis for the Game Boy Color. Pokemon Red version. Again, look how clean that is. Look at the mintiness of that box. This guy has taken good care of his games over the years, and I have ended up getting them for zero cost. Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap for the GBA. A Link to the Past for the GBA. Link's Awakening for the Game Boy Color. The box is just a little bit dusty. Could do with a clean up on the front, but the edges, everything still great condition. The one I've already got of this is in bad shape, so I'll sell that and keep this. Yeah, I've already got it, but like I said, it's in bad nick. Wario Land 3 for the Game Boy Color. And lastly, from the handhelds, The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages for the Game Boy Color. Again, great shape. All of these box games are in great shape. One last Game Boy Advance game. Manic Miner for the GBA. There we go. That's the last of the handhelds. So away from those, and with the 2 boxed Super Nintendo games already, it's going to take me to mid-20s in boxed N64 or Super Nintendo games, which again is insane, bearing in mind I didn't pay a penny for any of this, and I would have travelled just for these boxed games, really. And these, again, were all free. No money spent, apart from my 50 quid in fuel to get there. And that's these games, the N64 in the box, the Super Nintendo, the Dreamcast, the Japanese GBA box, the Japanese GameCube, the Commodore, the Amiga, the 2600 games, all of the accessories and joysticks and controllers, the floppies, boxed N64. Probably already said that. All separately away. The only ones I paid for was that I got that was bought for me, or that I paid for, was the Xbox stuff at the beginning. So these box games, N64 and Super Nintendo, I have got Mario Golf for the N64. Blast Corps for the N64. F-Zero X for the N64. Banjo-Kazooie, one of the games on N64 that I spent so much time playing as a kid. And I've already got it boxed. I think I've got the American version, so great to have that. 1080 Snowboarding for the N64, boxed and complete. And Mario Kart 64, obviously for the N64, boxed and complete. So I'm trying to make some space as I go through and do this, because there's just so many. Diddy Kong Racing for the N64. F1 World Grand Prix 2 for the N64. Wave Race 64. Pilot Wings 64. Onto some classics. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past for the Super Nintendo. Again, super clean. Just put some wear and tear on some of the edges, but again, as far as it goes, great shape. The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask for the N64. Again, boxed, complete, and in great shape. Nigel Mansell's World Championship Racing for the Super Nintendo. GoldenEye 64. A classic for anyone that's played the N64. Most people who have played N64 when they were younger would have played that game. Banjo-Tooie for the N64. Perfect Dark, which I've not seen in this style packaging before. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've not really seen that. Donkey Kong 64. Layout Wars. Super Mario 64. Classic. Star Wing for the Super Nintendo. Yoshi's Story for the N64, boxed and complete. And last but not least, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, boxed, complete for the N64, and I paid $0 for it. So all of this stack here, you can't really see, but I've just stacked them all up in front of me. There is so much here on top of anything that I've already gone through. And there's still some stuff that I'm not going to bother going through just because it's like accessories for the Atari or the Commodore 64 or anything like that, which I don't deem going through. But the last pickup that I did get was for my 30th birthday. I did get a new desktop PC for making games and playing games. I'm not the biggest PC gamer, but I do use a lot of for Unreal and Unity for like making silly projects or games. So I did get myself a new gaming PC around my birthday, which is the Omen. So on top of this, that month with the new PC, this pickup, the Evercade, the games I got over Christmas for my birthday on Xbox One, all of the consoles and stuff here, you can see why there's so much to sort through. And with what little space I have left, either along this row, that row, behind here where all of the Xbox and Xbox 360 stuff is, behind here where the actual TV is, I am running low on space. So I will do an update once all of this is clear and once all of this is filed away, and once I've got some bits going out that have been ready to sell, or once I've sold and added some more money back into the game room fund. I've not been hunting strictly because of this, because I have boxes stacked upon boxes stacked, and it's getting to the point in the game room where I can no longer sit on the sofa to play games because there are just boxes everywhere. But nevertheless, I will be back out. It is boot sale season again. I know I've missed about a month's worth of Sunday mornings, but I will be back out. I will be selling. I will be online selling. So if anyone wants to look at anything that they want to buy, then just hit me up, pop me a message. But I hope you really enjoyed this one. This was probably my most exciting pickup ever so far, just because of the sheer amount of boxed Super Nintendo and N64 stuff. And obviously the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy stuff as well, which is like mad. And the fact that I got the links, all of it for free, is like mind-blowing. So I hope you enjoyed this one. On to the next, hoping to get back out again soon to the charity shops as well. Like I said, I literally just need to sort out some space. If you did like it, drop me a subscription, drop me a comment, let me know what you guys are collecting for, or what you're playing at the minute, and I will see you at the next one. So peace out.